So Chouilly, this is 530 hectares, Grand Cru, and we have the luck to have 11 hectares on it. So this is one of these parcels. The other one on the left is also from us. And yeah, I love this place because this is a very good example of terroir. And so the result is never the same. This parcel, we call it La Cerisière, cherry tree in English.
Okay.
Because some cherry trees are here just on the bottom. And this one, the name is La Montagnotte. We can say a little mountain. This is the Champagne way of Grand Cru. One village is a Grand Cru, but we know also that, like in Burgundy, we have special plots where it's better than just at 10 meters. So this is one of them. This is a Grand Cru.
It's a Grand Cru.
Wow. This is a really, you know, this is very special places where every time you can have a very high result in the wine.
Get them out of the ground
Yeah.
before anything.
Get them
happens.
safely.
Of course, this year is most important. It was a very difficult year, so a big stress, really difficult to assume.
Mhm.
We did it, but you don't sleep very well during this period. I began to sleep really well at the 2/3 of the harvest when the weather began to be very fresh. 4 Celsius degrees at the little morning, perfect.
Uh-huh.
It's like putting the berries in a fridge,
Mhm.
perfect. And we had
It was cold, wasn't it?
well, yeah, and we call it a weather of harvest. It's a weather we knew 20-30 years ago, in fact, when we often made the harvest in the last days of September and beginning of October. So of course no herbicide, and we want a few grass. Not too much, because the problem is grass is making concurrence to the vine.
Mhm.
So it depends of the year. Of course, this year no problem of concurrence. There is enough water for everyone. So often we destroy mechanically half of the grass.
Okay.
And the year after, we change the line.
Okay.
We destroy one line, not the other. This is something very logical, in fact. It's of course different if you change the soil.
Mhm.
Here we have a few soil and a lot of chalk under. Chalk is our treasure for several reasons. And here the reason is chalk is like a sponge. When you have not enough water, when it's too dry, the water is coming down by the chalk to the roots of vine, and when we have too much water, it's the same thing, but
the weight will
yeah,
take it
it's
down.
going down. So yes, it's a very good subsoil. And of course, the other way is for our cellars. The chalk is very good. The freshness and the temperature of the chalk is very good for aging. So this is the two ways of the chalk in Champagne. In fact, when you take decision like this, you must have all the chances to win. If you decide, okay, my philosophy is in the organic way, this is a good reason to do that. But if you have not the technical way or the material to do that, it's not the moment. So because if you have a bad result just after the decision, you was not ready. You must be ready everywhere, in the head, in the material, in the
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 fortitude.
technique. Yeah.
And the technique.
And never becoming organic alone. You must have friends, technicians, someone to talk with that, someone to talk with if you are in a bad way, someone to talk if you are in a good way. Always talking. And when you are in classic way, in conventional way, you can use chemicals that are into the plant and that are protecting the pistils by the interior of the plant.
Right.
So you can forget that the pistils are very fragile.
And nude, as you said.
So the problem of organic way is you must think always, every day, think what is the risk. Am I protected? Are the vine protected? I am my vine. And
I am my vine.
Yeah.
and this is very you can be very exhausted by that, thinking again and again and again. This is why the season was so difficult, not in the waters.
Okay.
So we are, I will be 100% organic next year, because I took
Okay.
my decision on 3 years.
Right.
So in 2017 I had 1/3 in conversion, 2/3 in 18, and 100% in 19. So last year we have 1/3 organic. This year 2/3, and next year we will completely organic. The wine often the best seller, the biggest part of the sellings, and it must be a very good cuvée. Even you have the best vintage. If you have something bizarre in your non-vintage, it's a bad way. So this is the real ambassador of the brand. So of course, this is not sexy.